Welcome back and many thanks for your company, because it's been a year and a month since Ghana went to the polls to elect a president and parliamentarians. But the people of Central Kofi, Akpafu and Likpe, and as well as Lolobi, commonly referred to as SALL, were disenfranchised due to the creation of these new districts. Petitions from the people of SALL are yet to see them go to the polls. Well, pressure group Fix the Country say the refusal of the Electoral Commission to provide satisfactory response to the concerns of the SALL people or to allow them to vote for MP is in bad taste. They have therefore petitioned the President of Ghana to remove the AC chairperson Jean Mensa and her deputies from office for failing to fulfill a constitutional mandate. Central Kofi, Akpafu, Likpe and Lolobi, commonly referred to as SALL, was originally part of the Hohoi municipality of the Volta region, but was included in the Oti region upon the creation of the 6 new regions in Ghana. Now, though the area was part of the Buem constituency, with the creation of the new districts, the EC was under obligation to create a new constituency to give the people a representation in the 8th Parliament. However, this was not done before December 7 general elections, and eligible voters in the Guan district only took part in the presidential election and not in the parliamentary election, that we all know. As a result, the people of the Guan district could not elect a member of parliament to represent them. While there's been incessant calls for the creation of the constituency to enable the people elect an MP, but that has since not been done up until today. We are yet to get any official response from the EC or the presidency following this petition by Fix the Country campaigners. But my colleague, Peter Seno, has been to the area. He's our Oti regional correspondent. He joins us via Zoom for a conversation on this. We've been hearing from people who are campaigning for them, but what are the people themselves saying about this development? Peter Seno, if you can hear me and on news as well, let's talk about the impact on life of the people of SALL. What exactly have they been telling you in terms of what the effect or the impact has been on them?
MFR, as you rightly mentioned in your introduction, the people of SALL area, now Guan district, feel shortchanged within the Ghana's democratic process, as apart from events from December 7, 2020, and subsequently not having a representation in parliament, and interaction with residents from the area, but they are disappointed in government so far for not being able to create a constituency for the area, so to have a representation in the 8th Parliament. Although the district delayed, the inauguration of it delayed, well, finally it was inaugurated, and then they have a district assembly now. But a representation in Parliament, which they say would be a lobbying instrument for them to bring projects to the area, is what it's lacking. And for them, their basic needs, water, good roads for the area, they would need an MP to represent them and lobby for these things for them. And so they feel shortchanged within the process, and they want government, as a matter of urgency, to take steps within the shortest possible time to respond to their needs and their call to have a representation. In fact, any form of election they would have to conduct to get a representation for them in Ghana's parliament is all that they want, so that development somehow could come to the area, MFR.
Okay, but the chief and elders, for instance, because most of the time, the people that we hear advocate for SALL are largely not from the area, at least from what we've seen. We have a few people, advocating for them. But the chiefs and elders, whilst you interact, what exactly is the talk, for instance?
Well, the last time we spoke to the chief for Central Kofi area, he made the same call on government to come to their aid. In fact, for them, it is development they want. And in fact, adjoining roads, though government is doing much of roads to the area, roads generally are in bad shape. And so they would have to complain to someone who is closer to government. And the next arm that we know works or scrutinizes government budget and policies is our representations in parliament, the MPs. And so they would want someone to come out within the shortest possible time, as government would want to do it, and then represent them. But the conversation generally is that they would want a representation within the shortest possible time so that they would also have a voice or a say in the developmental process and then in the democratic process, as it were.
Okay, but so as it stands now, is it that we all know that MPs are not supposed to engage in development, for instance? That's the excuse that we always get, but at least they facilitate, they lobby amongst others. So as it stands now, who is speaking for the people of the Guan district?
Literally, there is no one. And unfortunately, the DC they have, in fact, passed on, I think, on the 11th day, haven't been sworn into office. And so for now, they do not have much representation that will take their issues to government for them. And so it's a great worry to them. So that is the situation here. So government would have to even nominate someone to represent them pending his or her approval by the assembly. And so for now, there is no that strong link between the people of the Guan or the SALL area and then government.
Well, but the people, in your interaction with them, do they have any plans of taking this issue up further, like we're hearing the Fix the Country campaigners do?
Well, according to them, they've petitioned government, even before this Fix the Country petition to get the EC chair removed. They've petitioned government, but well, I think the issue is even in court. And so that is it for now. But, well, if they don't, demonstration is what they say they would have to embark upon. But that, well, we don't know how fruitful or strong an instrument that is will be for them to get their issues addressed. But if they don't have anything within the shortest possible time, they would have to hit the streets so that government would lend a listening ear to them.
Okay, that's Peter Senu, our OT regional correspondent. Many thanks for your company this afternoon from the OT region. It's refreshing to see you this afternoon. That's Peter Senu giving us all the details from Central Kofi, Akpafo, Likpe, and Lulubi. That's SALL. That's the situation. And the Fix the Country campaigners have actually petitioned the president to fix the situation. We'll see how that pans out.